welcome to another edition of the Archeryshack Shop Talk. I'm Jeremy.
I'm TJ.
And we are live on podcast 74. I know we had a couple people waiting. I'm going to bring up the live chat. Oh, hope y'all are having a good evening.
What up, Nick? I got an ad. There we go.
Videos. I'm not showing anything yet. I'll find it in a minute. Hope y'all are having a good evening. Thought we'd try something a little different this week and go live. And this Thursday, we're giving away arrows live about the same time, about 5:30, 6 o'clock. But the cutoff for that will be midnight tomorrow. Yeah. That way we're going to actually just write everybody's names on a little piece of paper and put them in a big bowl or something to make it less confusing.
Yep.
Let me see if I got mine working here.
Okay, we got a little delay.
I'm trying. I can't. Mine ain't even popped up yet. Let me restart YouTube. Can y'all hear us? Okay, the whole 9 yards. It's not even coming up on my phone that we're live. I guess we are.
It didn't show that we were live on the little thumbnail. I had to click on the thumbnail, and then it loaded. The way it did me.
Let's see what.
What up, Richard?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're going. What up, Samuel?
Oh man. Let's see here. I'm still waiting on mine to percolate.
Clint said he got us loud and clear.
Good.
Oh.
I'm trying to find us. I have no idea why I can't find it.
I wonder if it's because you're on the
Friday.
On the other phone. That shouldn't matter though, because I'm bringing it up.
You would think. I've brought it up before. It's just,
yeah.
I'll find it in a minute.
Technology.
If I can find it, I'll go through our questions and stuff.
And if anybody out there watching got any questions, just type it out in the comment.
72, that ain't it.
Let's see. Larry said, pretty good looking string set y'all posted on Instagram today. Hoping it's mine.
Yeah, I think it was. Is it had green serving, it was buckskin and something. I think it shipped.
Yeah, that was at Pinstripe.
Yeah, I think it went out yesterday or the day before something.
Buckskin, I think it was buckskin white and a black pin, I think, or I might have my.
It was that one part-time
I still can't find it on here.
What up, Muddy Ducks?
Muddy Ducks. TJ here had a birthday over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He is 52 years old.
I feel like it. I feel like it, that's for sure.
I don't know. I can't find it. I guess you just keep an eye on it.
Oh, I will.
Look good for 38.
But
You off for 2 years.
Yeah, you ain't for 36.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I ain't trying to make you no older, it make me older.
anyway, I'll quit trying to find it. I can't find their live feed on here. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Thursday night, I'm sure y'all heard us talking about it before, but Thursday night we are going to give away a pack of Black Eagle Renegades. I didn't put the link in the description to this video, but if you'll look at our past couple podcasts, it's in there. You just click on it, just ask for pretty much your name and email address. Tomorrow night at midnight, we'll cut off the registration for that. We're just going to write everybody's name down. Last time I looked, there's about 80 people in there. Put it in a hat or fishbowl or whatever. Thursday night, we'll go live somewhere around 5:30 or 6 and pull a name, and you can get with us and we can cut them and ship them and the whole 9 yards if you're not local, so that'll be good. And then we may look into doing like a monthly or something like that giveaway. I know when we're doing it weekly, it just got to be too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People wouldn't contact us when they'd win stuff, and we'd have to track people down, and it was a big mess. So maybe we'll just do like a monthly giveaway of some sort and go from there. I need to get with a couple companies we deal with and see if they'll send us some goodies to give away, because we had planned, had the ATA show happen, we were going to try to pick up some freebies from there to give away, but since it didn't happen, we didn't do it.
Let's see. Is there a difference in the Renegades and the Rampage?
There is.
They're both the same diameter.
Yeah. Technically the Rampage is a little bit better arrow, and you can get them in 1,000ths and 3,000ths. The Renegades, I think 5,000ths, right?
I think it's 3 and 5 on the Renegades.
So the other thing that's kind of cool about the Rampages is you can put the Easton Axis hidden insert in a Rampage and make it work. So that's a plus. I've done that with a few people. I've hunted with the Renegades and really liked them, and they're a little bit cheaper than the Rampages. So I just feel like it's a good arrow. It's comes with a half out and gets you a little bit extra weight, but I like them.
Rampage, that's the one that's got the 150 spine, which total arrow weight on it 16 grains an inch. I think Renegades only go to 250 spine.
Let me look real quick. I'm pretty sure you're right.
I think.
I need to do one of the most viewed videos we've got is, and it's funny because I really didn't put a whole lot of time and effort into it. I just did it on the phone, but I went through, this was about 2 years ago, all the Black Eagle arrows and just kind of gave a rundown, and then I put them on a spine checker and see what they'd read out, straightness wise. But I need to redo that and maybe even chop it into each individual arrow, because there's some arrows that have went away, like the Magnums and the Challengers are going away. And there's a new arrow or two, like the Revelation, that's came out. Kind of go over all that. I need to redo them and do it a little better than I did.
Thoughts on magnification in the scope for hunting?
I used to be against it because a buddy of mine took a rig, this was like 20 years ago, out to Colorado hunting elk with a lens, and it kept fogging up on him, and he ended up having to take the whole lens out, and it was a mess because it was a center drilled lens back then. So I just kind of gave up on it after that. But now there's so much newer stuff, I think go for it, except, if you know it's going to be real humid or something and it might fog up, you may want to take the lens out. But like a setup like me and TJ have shot with like an Excel scope with an up pin, put that lens behind it and practice with and without the lens, and you can probably make it work either way, without causing a whole lot of trouble.
The big thing is, if you're going to run one for hunting, pretty much from what I've done, I've tried a 6 power in mine because I had a couple extra ones. You really don't want to go no more than a 2 or a 4. 4 being is max. You get some close shots. That 6 is really just going to blow everything up, and you're not going to be able to really tell what you're aiming at except for a brown blob. So a 4 power to me works. A 2 or a 4 works for best. I'm running a 4 now, playing with it on the hunting rig. But like I said, a 2 or a 4, I wouldn't go no higher than a 4 power.
And that's just like the running a back bar. A couple years ago I'd have never ran a back bar on my hunting bow, but now, unless I'm gonna walk a super long ways in, I feel like whatever I can do to make that bow the steadiest and shoot the best, I'm gonna do it. And if that's running a little back bar, then that's fine. That's the way I've ran it, a hunting bow, for the past couple of years.
Larry said he just bought a two power to try out. Yeah, I would, I tried a 2, and if you can get your hands on a 4 power, you know, just take you some, you know, get up about 10, 15 yards and draw back on a target or something like that. That's the best way I can say, because, you know, at 20 yards, it's really, you know, you can make out where you want to be. But like I said, a little bit closer shots, that's what got me. So
On the Black Eagle chart, for the half out that comes with the arrow, it's already factored in. But, you know, if you start adding weights or anything to the back of it, you got to start accounting for that. But for the half out that comes with the arrow, that's already figured in.
what up, Brad?
What's up? But yeah, I kind of thought Black Eagle. I mean, I'm happy, completely happy with everything they got. But I thought maybe they'd have came out with a new hunting arrow this year, and maybe geared it towards the heavy build since everybody's going that route. But so far, I hadn't heard, and they would have already done it, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess it is what it is. But
I think I had heard that with the COVID and everything, they said they were going to keep everything the same this year. So I look for like this coming year. I mean, it's, unless you're getting into a standard size Archeryshack, you know, they got the Rampage that they're basing.
I'd love to see a standard size, but really heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, like super duper heavy, just to have it. The only arrow that they currently make, I really hadn't messed with a whole lot, is that Revelation arrow, and it's kind of meant for a field shooter, super straight, super small diameter, and they're expensive, like $300-400 a dozen by the time you put them together.
Yeah.
But no, today's not Muddy Duck's birthday. It was what day, Muddy Ducks?
Was it Friday?
Last week.
No, we did the live on Friday, Saturday, I think.
She turned 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're local, there's an indoor shoot this weekend up at Kiwi Bowman, and then I think right behind that, the next weekend, there's a 3D shoot up there. I think Valentine's Day, everybody takes that weekend off. And then Tab's got one.
I thought Tab had one Valentine's.
Oh, maybe they do.
I can't remember. I looked at the schedule. I kind of looked ahead a little bit. I know that Tab has to shoot the same week as R100, and then I think they drew the same weekend as the TAC. So,
but we I know Stan texted me and said he was at a fire department meeting. He'd have to watch after the fact. But if you're watching now afterwards, Stan, we got your rest in, and I think I got about 2 bows ahead of yours, and then we're gonna get to work on yours. So hopefully within the next week and a half, whenever, we'll get yours. Stan bought him a left-handed prime, and I think, what are we doing? We're stringing it, putting a vapor trail on it.
I don't think we're stringing.
Oh, we're not stringing it. We're putting a vapor trail on it. We're what else did we get for him?
I think that was it.
Something about spraying it with perfume. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I thought he said he wanted it dipped hot pink.
That might have been it.
That might have been it.
Crowline. But I'm still surprised. I mean, we still got, just looking up here, 10, 12 bows this came in the last week for strings. Usually this is a pretty dead time of year, so it's crazy what YouTube has done just for everything. I mean, we get a lot of folks walk in local that say, hey, I seen y'all on YouTube, didn't know you was out there. And we get a lot of just like Raven string sales off those couple videos we've done on Ravens, and just, it's crazy how the internet works. I mean, 20 years ago, I'd have never imagined it would be like this, you know. But
DLR said fire department meeting, all they do is hang out and watch Emergency 51 rerun.
That's a true tell fish story.
Yeah. Do you prefer cable driven or limb driven drop away rest? I prefer limb driven.
I think limb can be easier, and they tune easy, and it's easy to adjust them. My only pet peeve with cable rest, and we see this every now and then, especially, you know, you take a new, let's just say QAD out of the pack, you put it on, you do the whole 9 yards, get it timed right and all that, but then if that string stretches a little bit, it'll get out. I've had people come back a couple months later and say, for some reason, all of a sudden my arrows are flying weird, my veins are hitting, and all it'll be, we'll cut a 16th or a 32nd or what the smallest amount you can cut off of that cable, and it works again. So it's like that little cable stretched a little bit. But with a limb driven, if it stretches, you just tighten it back up and keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people, the big drawback is they see this big long piece of cord, you know, hooked to their limb.
That was me at first. I'm like, that's
Me
just
too.
something to catch on. But then after I tinkered with them, I was like, these things tune up pretty good. What's going on, Jeff? So I guess it's been 3 or 4, maybe more than that, years since I first started tinkering with a limb-driven rest, and after I got my first one, I was pretty sold on it. I mean, on a hunting bow, just you got to be careful you don't snag it on something. But even if you do, it's not that hard to fix it, you know. In worst case scenario, you completely cut the cord in half. The rest is up.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it's going to be ideal, but you could still shoot it.
Mm-hmm. And most of them have a spring in it, so I mean, it's kind of like, to me, it'd be like old lizard tongue.
Yeah.
You know, there should be enough momentum to at least kind of drop it a little bit, but, you know, if it sticks up, at least.
The Trinity is what I got on my Black 9 bow, and it's probably, I'm still waiting on my Nexus 6 to come in that I'm going to set up for 3D. I will probably order another Trinity for it because I've been real happy. It's built like a tank, smooth, works good. I'll probably put one on it too.
I need to upgrade mine on my 9 because I'm running the original Vapor Trail.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I want to go with. It's going to be a limb driver or a limb driven. I just don't know if I mean, you're going to have the Trinity and
I'd like to spend some more time with that new Hemsky primer rest.
yeah. We got one in and we ordered it for a guy, put it on, and it went out the door.
Yeah.
We didn't get to play with it a whole lot.
Put it on and tuned it, and it was gone.
Yeah.
Can y'all? You can kind of see it. Oh, Bobby that helps us took a quiver and a stabilizer home and painted it to match this riser. It looks pretty sharp. I don't know if y'all can see it sitting here, but he took an elite bow of his last year. It was in that original real tree,
Mm-hmm.
and painted the quiver and the stabilizer and all to match it. I mean, and unless you really look, it'll like it was made that way. And you know, I kind of like it. One of a kind deal.
Yeah. I don't believe the primer is micro adjustable.
I don't think it
I
was.
don't think it is. With that being, I guess you can say that's one of their lower end rests. It retails for $130.
Yeah.
So,
But it's still well built.
yeah.
The only thing I wish they would have done is like on my Trinity, you wrap the way the cord wraps around. There's like a, I don't know how to describe it other than it being one of those tent things you
Yeah.
use on a tent. You just take the limb cord and you can push it through the little what do you call it? Not an adapter. Thing that cinches it down with no tools needed. And on that primer, they went back with the old school. You got to have an Allen wrench and fight with it a little bit to tighten that cord down and try to hold it tight and tighten it back up. But I understand where they're coming from. That's supposed to be the cheaper version, so that's probably why they did it. But and I guess you could probably buy just that little part I'm talking about and make it work too. Camera time control focusing on TJ. How good? Virginia shoot 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, yeah. I knew there was going to be a pretty good turnout. I seen a good many folks there.
yeah.
But that was a good shoot. I liked it. It was a good shoot. Perry, tell me. So this coming weekend is a five dot shoot indoors, and then the next weekend's 3D. Is that right?
I thought it was Vegas first.
No, Vegas. That's right. It's Vegas. It's Vegas this weekend, and then 3D the weekend after, I think.
Because I know either the 5 spot and the Vegas round, they're doing it Kiwi, Midlands, and Sand Dune, if I remember right.
How does your picture look? I'm pretty blurry.
Yeah, mine's a little blurry too.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. Man, it's a little blurry.
I guess it's just signal or something in here.
Either that or the camera lens is dirty.
The Bee Stinger micro hex slider system. I ordered one for a guy back around Christmas. Other than just putting it together, I didn't have a whole lot of time with it. But I mean, it's a nice setup. It worked well. So I don't have any Friday through Sunday with different times. But okay.
Yeah, they'll do Vegas. Like I said, since they're doing it all three, the three like Kiwi, Midlands, and Sand Dune
That's
have
right.
it, and then
That's
when
right.
they do the 5-spot, they'll do the same thing.
I don't know why it's blurry, y'all. It's got to be our signal, but I don't know how to fix it at this point. We'll just let her go.
You gonna go shoot Vegas?
I doubt it. I mean, I love indoor, but I hadn't shot it enough to. I hadn't practiced whatsoever, we hadn't practiced when we shot 3D up there. But what we need to do is go up there about once every week and just practice inside and out, and get out of here. Because when we're here, we ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
When we're here, we're working on stuff, and we say, "Oh, we're gonna practice and all this." We don't ever pull out a bow, and it's sort of a running joke between all of us that once you start working here, you don't ever shoot again.
Mick says the autofocus is going in and out. I wonder if it's because of my green shirt on the back of that green screen.
No, it shouldn't be. I'm gonna just peek around here. It's crystal clear on this, but I understand on my phone I think it's a weak signal of some sort, but
My Wi-Fi's been going in and out today, sure enough.
who knows?
There's no telling around here.
But yeah, if y'all watched last Thursday, I guess it was, Jackie that helps us had got the COVID, and they put him in the hospital, but he got out Saturday. He called me. Yeah, Saturday he called me and said he was out. So now he's just trying to get his strength back up and all that. So that's a good thing that he's out of the hospital. Let me think. They were testing Joyce, his wife, for COVID, but I don't think she really had symptoms. But I need to text him and see if that ever came back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's a good idea, Perry, the way they're doing it, the 3 locations. That way, I think you'd have a bigger turnout.
Yeah, I think I think it's just South Carolina people in general just want 3D. You know what I mean? I really like indoor, but like you can't get anybody excited about indoor.
I'm one of them. I don't like indoor. I'll shoot it, but I don't like it.
But I think if people didn't have to drive as far, I think you're right. Maybe they'll go shoot at Sand Dunes or Midlands or Kiwi, their closest place, and then make it work. Good to hear that Silverback is okay. he's going. If Joyce is negative, I think he's going to try to come out here Saturday and sit for a little while. He said, but he's been out for a month, right at a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's a button.
Does the hammer gray have a shine to it? I would hunt with it. I mean, it's not like a shine.
No, it's more, from the pictures that we seen and everything, it looked like it was going to be shiny, but it's not as dull as the Boulder Gray, but it's nowhere near as shiny as you would think it is. If the camera wasn't so blurred on here, I'd go grab it.
I was looking, it's still blurry. The True Ball extension was that one that I was trying to think of the other week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Dudley came out with a new release, the Silverback something.
He come out with the wrist strap that is the tension.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking about.
I tell you what, I looked at that new landslide sight from Excel. Oh smoke! I didn't realize that joker was gonna be that much.
I like it,
I do too,
but you're right, it's expensive. But it's weird because I feel like just a few years ago it was like the top couple was like CBE and Excel,
and black gold.
black gold. Now we done got B3s came along.
Yep.
We got Spot Hall. We got a bunch of stuff that kind of you didn't hear much about 5 years ago that's in the mix, but they're all good stuff. I mean, I've never had trouble out of any of them and the customer service on all of them we've dealt with has been great. So
Yeah.
Isn't the AccuTouch Carbon Pro what you got on your something?
Yeah, I've got it on the Hoyt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got the AccuTouch Pro on the Hoyt, but I got it secondhand though. I didn't get it new. I got it from another guy.
Anyone else make a more affordable back tension release? I don't know if it's still on there, but at one point in time, Trueball had a discontinued section on their website, and you could get stuff real cheap. And even, I don't know if you go to any of the big shoots, but at the ASA shoots, they still will set up a table and have like this. What was that one? The BT, one of the BT series back tension releases I bought for $30, brand hammer new, and they had like 2 Rubbermaids full of them at an ASA shoot a couple years ago. But worst case, it might be worth just giving Trueball a holler and saying, "Hey, I'm just wanting the back tension to play with. What do you got anything discontinued?" Because they usually do. Or get on. There's a Facebook group called Releases Only, or even on Archery Talk. You can a lot of times find stuff that's a year old or 6 months old, or somebody's just wanting to swap around and get a decent deal.
Yeah, I know I've shot the B3 exit, because they come out with a newer one this year of it, but I mean it shot real good. It felt real good. Yeah, that landslide, it does look like that's a good way to describe it. It's got it looks like it's got the Spot Hog, the knob and the gear, and a CBE agent. Yeah, it looks like a Frankensight almost.
Yeah.
But it looks sharp. I'd love to have one.
If I was gonna buy a back tension right now, I'd definitely go with the B3. I'd want to hold a couple of them, probably. I don't know which one. I mean, but then again, that'd be hard. That's a hard decision, because I shot. Well, you even had the.
I had the Trueball Goat, but it was interchangeable between a thumb and a back tension, and I really liked it. I mean, if I had to go straight back tension, I would probably go B3 Ghost. I really like that one.
Yeah, I did too. The last back tension I shot on a regular basis was the Scott. What was that called? With the ring inside not the Focus.
Backspin.
Backspin. I really enjoyed that release. Kind of wish I'd have kept it, but it was one of the better ones I've shot. Real smooth, real easy to adjust. I hadn't shot a resistance release in a while, although I'd like to play with one.
Yeah. Well, we got to play with who was it that brought in that we played with, trying to get the tension set on it?
Gunner, maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember which one he had though.
I can't remember.
I remember playing with it, and it was. I know that one that Dudley come out as a wrist strap release, and a resistance takes a little bit of getting used to, because you hold the thumb barrel in, and then when you get the full draw, you release it, and then you just pull through your shot.
Once you get to a certain poundage, it lets it rip. What's going on, Brad? But yeah, I think I would benefit from a resistance release, because I get punchy on my trigger sometimes, but I need to probably just buy one. It was like the back tension. When I shot that backspin Scott release, it took me about a month of playing to get used to it. And I thought I had figured it out, but then I don't know. I should have shot it more. Is what it boils down to. I'm so used to a wrist strap, and I'll jump to a thumb button for a little while, and this and that and other. But I always end up back at a wrist strap for whatever reason.
Yeah, autofocus is going crazy.
The PSE, hopefully we'll have one. Well, last I talked to them, they were talking about it being like 2 months, but
Yeah.
we will get one at some point whenever they start shipping them. I noticed Bobby, what's his name at PSE? Bobby Vargas posted yesterday that what's that new target bow?
Citation?
No,
Oh,
the laser.
Laser.
Somebody was asking about when was it going to ship, and he said it would be 2 to 3 months before they even started shipping them.
Holy smoke.
Chip too. I've seen a lot of people
Yeah.
pop themselves in the head before.
I think when I finally switched that goat over on mine, when I flipped it over to back tension, I think our little firing line thing, I can't tell you how many times I pulled it back before I felt comfortable enough to pull it on the bow.
What character is this? I like a bow that loads up pretty quick. I don't have anything to draw with. I like a draw cycle that sort of loads quick, almost flat, and then dumps off.
Mm-hmm.
That's my feel that I like. Now, people that like a lot more. I mean, I like a fairly mushy back wall, but nothing like some people like. They like more of a big curve, and I understand that. And I think most people with a hunting situation like that, boop, 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 because it's just back. But that's just me. And even for the CT series of primes, they had the limb stop, and it was solid.
Yeah.
But even with the cable stops now,
They're still solid.
yeah, they're still super duper solid. Left-handed neck. Have we got any lefties in yet?
No.
I've got several ordered, but none have came in yet.
No.
We got a dozen or more boxes of ones we hadn't even opened yet, but they're all right-handed bows. Should be, I would think, fairly soon. It seems like they did most of their twos first, because we got in 1,000,000 twos and 1,000,000 green ones that we'd ordered. And then we just recently started getting in a few camo colors, and then we got in at 4, but it didn't stay with us but a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be waiting on getting more 4s, some 6s, hopefully my 6, and I think I ordered 3 or 4 left-handed ones. I can't remember what colors now, but they ought to be coming sooner than later, I hope.
I don't think we've had a left hand come in.
Not that I can think of. I need to reorder. Have we got any left-handed bears left?
I think there might be one out there.
We got in like 4 left-handed bears, and boom, they were gone. I think that'd be a good all-around setup. If it was me, I would bump up to a 65-pound. Not that you need it, but typically I'll shoot 65 hunting and about between 55 and 60 tournament. So I'd probably get a 65 just because I'm used to I like shooting 65 hunting just for no really reason. That's just my norm right now. But I think that'd be a good setup.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd go ahead and go with like a 65-pounder that way.
Because I know last year a lot of people that bought the Black 5, they get like a 70-pounder, but then they could 3D with it, because you can get it down to about 55. They could 3D with it around 60, bump it up to 70 or 72 or whatever it maxes at to hunt with, and kind of do everything. No, I didn't. Hadn't really looked into the stool much, Perry. I know somebody posted those boning ones and said they liked them.
Mm-hmm.
It was Robbie the other day, but
yeah,
I don't have much experience with it. I know we'd ordered Rodney Davis a elevation one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I hadn't messed with, I looked at it, it looked nice, and then I ordered James. Which one did I order him? It might have been a bone. Okay. So, any of the Clapsy.
I don't think we did order any classic.
Might have ordered one.
I got my paper over there. I can go grab
Here,
it.
I'll get on here. I got it in the phone. The I can't talk. The Classy Copper kind of surprised me because it looks great,
Yeah.
but like people didn't jump on it like I thought they would. You know what I mean? Let's see here. I don't think we ordered a Classy Copper. We got a green lefty coming in 34. We got a black riser cipher limb 32. We got a real tree 32. I think that's it. I ordered I hope I don't regret it. I ordered me a 36. I got the blue riser with the white limbs, but I've seen a picture of the blue riser from somebody else, and it's like a real dark blue. I like the bright blue. I mean, that ain't that big a deal, but I should have never sold my purple bow. Me and TJ were twinning with our purple bows, and then I got the orange bow, and the orange bow looks good, but it don't look good as the purple did. The purple just got that perfect shine to it, deep purple. So I'm curious to see what the blue.
They said if we get one in, show it on YouTube.
We will. Yeah, they charge. I can't. I have to look to be honest with you, but they charge a little bit more for the colors. They actually charge us a little bit more when we order like a different colored limb and riser. But we just decided I don't want to get into the whole. Well, if you get this color, it's this much. But if you get a solid, it's this much. So I was just like, we'll just eat that cost and charge the same for all of them. But
yeah.
Anyway, it's still blurry on my end. I guess we'll get off here. Before we do a live Thursday, I'll see if I can figure out why. I think it's something to do with either the internet acting crazy. Bubba said his internet had dropped a few times in here earlier. So I don't know if we got a bad. He said right before we started. I don't know if we got a bad internet day.
There ain't no telling.
Or what, but hopefully Thursday. I'm sure y'all can still hear us fine, but I hate that it's blurry. But so Thursday we'll go live around 6, give away a pack of arrows. So tune in for that. And thank you, Jeff, for watching. Thank everybody else for watching.
Yep.
And we'll see y'all Thursday night.
Yep. We'll see y'all.